Afternoon, love. Sunhill, please.
Police?
Yes, love.
You don't look like police. What you doing here?
Is Mrs. Golding, please?
What do you want to know for?
It's all right, Ma.
What you been doing, girl? They say they're police.
Come on in.
Thanks.
My mother. Paying us an unexpected visit. She doesn't know about all this. Have a cup of tea or shall we go straight through?
Oh, we'd best get set up, thanks.
Okay. Oh, Ian's not back yet, I'm afraid.
No problem.
Don't bother to tell me. I'm only your mother.
Let's use our garden shed, Ma.
What they doing that for?
I'll explain in a minute. Just take Tanya and you. This way.
How many times do I have to tell you? Get down from up there.
Been any activity today?
Oh, he left for work at the usual time.
With the truck?
Yeah. Nothing since, though. Well, I've not had time to make it more comfortable. Sorry.
I'm sure we'll manage. And as I said, we just want some evidence before we apply for a warrant.
How long will you be staying? Not that it matters.
10 o'clock latest. Unless Thompson shows up first, of course.
And it's still for the week?
Yeah, roughly 6 till 10 every night. That's what's been scheduled anyway.
Your old mum will be discreet, won't she, love?
Yeah. I'll do us all a favour and gag her. Oh, that one's broken, I'm afraid. I'll see you later. Sing out if there's anything you need.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
What'd you do? Slip him some ganja?
Sorry?
It's going for some ethnic cooperation, innit?
They're nice people.
You have checked that out, I suppose.
No record, not on bail, not related to Thompson. You pass us that sack? Cheers.
Well, not too much. How are we supposed to read? I hate oboe jobs.
Thought you hated all jobs, Pete.
Do you think that's why Fraser put me on this with you, darling? So you'll be a reforming influence. Which one is it, anyway?
Second one down on the left. It usually gets back about 6:30, but I think we should keep the noise down from now on, don't you?
Bring any grub?
Yeah, in the bag.
Good. I'll let mine have a nick. What about a book?
At the bottom.
A Bible?
Welcome to have a look if you want.
No, thanks. I'll stick to my son.
What are you going to do for the other 3 hours, 59 minutes then?
Get thoroughly cheesed off with you, I expect.
1152 kilohertz AM, LBC radio.
Seven o'clock news.
I used to quite like oboe jobs. A nice flask of tea, good book, money for old rope.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't fancy 4 hours in a garden shed with Pete Ramsey.
Melvin will cope. It's his vocation.
Sierra Oscar from 148, receiving, over.
Receiving 148?
Viv, I need urgent assistance on the Jasmine Allen estate. Arrest of a violent suspect.
I'm sure their contribution is going to be very valuable and welcome to you.
Evening. Sorry I'm late. Got mugged on the way in. All right, Pat?
Yes, fine. Oh, for any of you who don't know, this is Chief Inspector Derek Conway, who's standing in for Chief Superintendent Brownlow, who's on leave.
Yes, boozing his way up the Loire Valley, lucky man. Oh, yes, and Harry Bracewell, CLO, he also sends his apologies. He's on a jargon working party up at the yard. You know, inventing new words to confuse us all. Right, have I missed anything?
No, I was just welcoming our 2 new members from the JA Youth Association.
Jasmine Allen estate?
Yes, indeed.
Good lads.
And say the JA Youth take the membership of this Police Consultative Committee over the 70 mark, which I think clearly shows to the doubters that there is a tremendous willingness on the part of representative bodies of all kinds throughout the borough to come together and to work together to create a better community.
As long as there's nothing worth watching on the telly, yeah.
Come on, you two attacking that skull.
Yeah, all right. I suppose you get a lot of them down your church, don't you? Blacks. Hallelujah, sister, and all that old fanny. You're not exactly full of missionary zeal, are you? Here am I, waiting to be saved, and you ain't said a word yet.
Can always go down the pub afterwards. If you really want to talk.
Oh, I have to book an audience, do I? CID should be doing this. Or a TSG. It's a total waste of time anyway. If this Thompson geezer's up to it, we should just get a warrant and turn him over.
What's the point of that until we know there's some evidence there?
If we turn him over, we find some evidence, don't we? That's the whole point of a search warrant, Kenneth.
Just stitch him up, you mean?
Too right. Why should villains get away with it just because the truth can't catch up with them? Hardly in society's best interest, is it? That's our job, isn't it? Looking after society's best interests.
I think the truth's a better bet in the long run.
Cobblers. Crime pays and so does lying. How long's this little number been running for, eh? Years, probably. How many stolen motorbikes have gone in that garage and how many ringers have come out? Dozens? Hundreds? And how many will we prove, eh? Even if we see him drive up tonight with a truckload. Would he tell the truth? Will his brief? Truth and justice don't have a lot in common, mate.
He's calmed down a lot now, Mum. It took 4 of us to pin him down. He went berserk. Drugs? Pumped up to the eyeballs. Come on, mate, you'll be all right. Mum! Come on, mate, you're all right. Stand up.
Straight in the surgeon's room. Edward's call an ambulance.
If he's not back by dark, I might go and give his garage a little spin myself. I'll have earned a bit of excitement. Cross me up, would you?
No.
You would.
No.
You have to tell the truth. You're a Christian, Melvin.
I wouldn't grass you up. I'd just stop you.
Oh, yeah? Did you get violent, then? I said, would you get violent? Holy Joe. Blessed are the meek. The wimp shall inherit the earth.
I'm not against minimum force. Mr. Garwood.
All right, guys? Just got home. You okay in here? Like some coffee or something?
No, thanks, we're fine.
No sign yet, then?
No, we've been here an hour now and he hasn't shown.
That's good. Late means he's got some business.
Not wanting to be rude, sir, but if you and your family could just keep away from the shed while we're here. We don't want to draw attention to that.
Sure. Sorry.
Gujarati and Bengali speakers are just as susceptible to mugging and burglary, and I really do feel that we are discriminating against them by not making this advisory leaflet accessible.
Well, they should learn English then, shouldn't they?
Why should they be penalised because their mother tongue's different?
We don't publish it in Hebrew, do we? Or Greek, or Turkish, or Italian. There's thousands of people in London with them as their mother tongues. This is England, not Urdu land or Gujarat.
Urdu land.
Could we leave it that Chief Inspector Conway will investigate the possibility of a multi as opposed to a bilingual version of this leaflet and report back at the next meeting? Will do.
Be turning St. Paul's into a mosque next.
Thank you, George. Our next item, Crime Stoppers. Derek? Right, well, as you probably all know, Crime Stoppers is a scheme. Thank you. Would you mind being Mother Alice?
No, of course not.
Why can't one of the men do it for a change?
Honestly, I don't mind.
Well, you should.
Why should you mind? And what's it got to do with you?
Because it's always the same people who get asked.
If you don't want Alice to pour the tea, pour it yourself. We'll get on with the meeting.
Are you sure you don't mind, Alice?
Quite sure. You just carry on.
Thank you.
Oh, don't you die on us. Don't you dare die on us.
I think we've lost him, Mum.
Ambulance is here, Mum. Some of his friends as well.
Where's Chief Inspector Conway?
What shall we do? Bit of crowd control, I reckon. Hey, mate. What are you doing to my brother in here?
I'm sorry, sir.
You took my brother on Jasmine Allen this afternoon. I've got a right to see him.
What's your name, sir?
What's my name got to do with it? You got my brother in here.
You're a relation of Mr. Kendrick.
I told you I'm his brother, man.
Well, you can't see him at the moment, I'm afraid. We've got a bit of a problem.
What problem? You beating him up? Is that the problem?
If you and your friend would like to wait outside, then you can see him when he's ready, all right?
I ain't going nowhere until I see Shaz is okay.
What are you staring at?
Help yourself to a sarnie.
Sardine, are they? Loaves and fishes.
Give it a rest, will you, Pete?
I just cannot understand what you were doing in the police.
If I'd known it was going to bother you this much, I wouldn't have joined.
No, straight up. I just want to know how you can be a Christian and a copper.
No real difference between God's law and man's, is there?
Well, he don't have to walk the streets dealing with the kind of crap we get faced with every day, does he?
Why don't you look at it the other way around? I can't understand how anyone can cope with the job without being a Christian, without God's help.
Oh, I see. It's like a pair of rubber gloves, then, is it? Stops you getting infected.
Well, there's more to it than that. Every call in this job is a chance to do God's work. And with God's help, you can be calm and bring calm to others. You can really help.
Give Satan a right good hiding, eh? You do believe in Satan, don't you?
I believe in the power of evil, yeah.
No. Not a power, the devil. A real person.
Well, I don't believe he's got horns and a pointy tail, if that's what you mean.
Well, what has he got, then?
Well, power. Like I said. Like God's power, only used against us instead of for us.
The petition was begun by Mr. Davinder Patel, who owns the corner shop in Dovey Road near the Jasmine Allen estate. It expresses total support for the current police operation against drug dealing in the area.
Oh, thank you very much, Asif. Very gratifying. Derek?
Well, the background to this operation is that we're seeing a definite displacement of the drugs market because of police pressure in other parts of London. Now, we felt it imperative not to let the dealers settle in a big way on our patch. Now, they do seem to have picked out the Jasmine Allen estate, and we're simply responding to that. Now, this petition very much endorses the feedback individual officers have been getting from local people. And as you say, Mr. Chairman, it is very gratifying.
Why you always stay outside my daughter's house, huh? Why you don't get to go through your own windows?
Leave it, will you, Ma?
It that big white boy. He did it deliberate. I saw him.
How could you see? You were indoors. Here, give him the ball back.
What?
Give him the ball back, Ma.
Don't call me Ma. I'm not your Ma.
A bit of broken glass is not the end of the world, Mrs. Kirby.
Why that bicycle I give Andrew out here getting dirty?
Because there isn't room in his bedroom. Now,
What this Thompson man done to you anyway?
nothing.
Then why you letting Babylon spy on him for then?
Because they think he's a thief. And I don't like thieves. Now, you coming for your dinner?
Thank you, Doctor. Smith.
Look, the call came from a woman in flat 129. Kendi was trying to break the door down to get at her. She was petrified. It was as high as a kite. I've never seen anybody like it. But look, we did everything strictly by the book, Mom. I don't care what anybody says, there's not a mark on him.
Yeah, all right, Smith. I'm just asking, that's all.
This operation is totally insensitive. And the fact that you have a petition signed by some 200 wasps doesn't mean it has the full support of a local community.
What does she
numbering
mean?
some
Wasps?
5,000.
White Anglo-Saxon
Quite the opposite, in
Protestants.
fact. All you're doing for the sake of a few minor drug offences is alienating a very large section of the community by aggressive, high-profile policing.
You don't want the drug pushers arrested, then?
Of course we want the drug pushers arrested. What we don't want is for every black person on the street to be stopped and searched for no good reason.
As I've already said, that is not...
Guys like us getting stopped every day. just because we are Rastas. It's harassment of the black people.
With respect, Mr. Chairman, the petition was signed by a large number of black people. In fact, more so than whites and Asians.
Now look, arresting people on or near Jasmine Allen Estate is not something we do lightly, believe me. I've had 10 of my officers assaulted there since this drugs operation began, largely because there's such a big vested interest in keeping us out. Now, I think you should be very careful not to let yourself be used by people who spread rumors and make allegations about police conduct simply to protect their criminal activity.
So everyone who complains is a drug pusher?
No, but then not every copper's a racist fascist with homicidal tendencies.
Bring it out now! Where is he? Where is my son? Animation! Look! Oh! We want to see it now! We want to see it! We haven't seen it! We want to see it!
Annie, what the hell's going on?
Have you got hold of Conway yet?
Well,
he's at the town hall, Mum, and we can't get an answer.
Well, send a call then. For God's sake.
What family's here now, Mum? Father as well.
I want to see my son.
Let him in. Let him in.
Hey, people not stupid, you know. They're not fooled by this propaganda about how nice Mr. Policeman is nowadays. This fundraising for charity, this road safety, this five-a-side football. You live on Jasmine Allen or Dover Road. You see, that is all crap, man. 100% crap.
Mr. Gomez, may I point out we are here to discuss in a constructive way means of making our community a better place to live in?
Give all policemen guns. I mean, that would be a start. I'm sorry, Chair, but I see little point in continuing a meeting with people who express such views.
Estelle, I'm sure Marion didn't mean... Marion?
Well, I'm not going to withdraw so she'll sit down. She does nothing but use these meetings for her anti-police propaganda anyway.
Jerry?
You only have to read the biased reports that she gives to the press the next day. I mean, she and her cronies have no intention of cooperating with anybody, let alone the police.
Look, why don't you just get in your bunker and nuke the lot of us? Eh?
It was quite obviously a frivolous remark, and I mean, she's just using it as an excuse.
Well, you certainly gave it to her, Marion. How many times do I have to tell you this committee is not a police fan club? It exists so that all
I see.
people...
So it's all my fault, is it? Well, then I better leave too.
Oh, Marion.
I'm just banging my head against a brick wall. It's quite obvious where the power lies. Dot? Yes,
Well, let's got rid of the moderates.
We'll be asking for an immediate coroner's report, but the evidence suggests your son died of heart failure brought on by massive drug abuse. He was unconscious when we got him here. He was in no way ill-treated during or after his arrest. If you'd like to see... Mr. Kendry, we have a situation with your son's death which could be exploited by people who don't give a damn about him, don't even know him. So it's very important that you believe what I'm saying, so that you can talk to the people outside. I need your help.
I had him on it since he was 10 years old, you know. Hellfire burn them!
Well, record time. People should walk out more often, Patrick. Good night. Good night, Colonel.
Good night.
Yeah, perhaps we should organise a rota, eh?
Like, you didn't mind leaving that item of ethnic recruitment. I thought as we hadn't had the report from the Watchdog Subcommittee Working Party.
Well, I thought it was the Working Watchdog Subcommittee. No, I don't mind at all. I'd rather be hit over the head with statistics than a machete.
How is the weapons amnesty going, anyway?
Oh, marvellous. We opened our bin yesterday. We had 2 French letters and a southern fried chicken.
Look, Thompson runs a business, right? Motorbike repairs. Only when a bike's a write-off. You know what write-off means, do you?
I'm not stupid, you know.
Well, he's stealing good bikes. Stealing, you understand that? bringing them back to his own garage and selling them with the documents from the write-offs.
Can they prove it?
Look, if they could prove it, they wouldn't even be watching him, would they? Now, you tell me what's wrong with me letting him use my shed, eh?
Because Thompson is black, and so are you. That's what's wrong. You got no shame, man. If Madeline's brothers knew what you were doing...
Madeline's brothers! What do they care about us? You know how long since they last called her? 1 whole year. The last time they were off ganja long enough to lift a phone.
Sorry, all right if I make a call? It's a bit urgent, like.
Yeah, it's in the hall over there.
Cheers.
What are you arguing about now? I can hear you upstairs. We have got visitors, you know.
Insulting your brothers. Insulting me.
I don't know why you bothered to come here.
I've got a right to see my grandsons.
Oh, please.
He ain't fit to be their father.
Oh, will you shut up?
I'll get here one day, I suppose, and find my grandsons painted white.
Ian! Ian!
Hello, only me. Sorry I didn't phone earlier. Still all right for tonight? Yeah, all right then. I'll see you about 10:30. Cheers. No need to panic, love. Come on, sunshine, let's cool it a little bit, shall we? What's
going on?
Family conference.
Take this as well. Fool, woman.
Conway's here.
A bit late, isn't he? I mean, I've handled it. You know, Ramsey would be sick when he's stuck in a shed, but he could have been facing death. Mayhem.
Oscar, 416 receiving, over.
Melvin, where have you been? Over.
Sorting out a domestic.
What about Tomo?
Not tonight, Monica. Not tonight.